Hello, my spooky friends. I hope you're doing well and having a fantastic week. So today I am trying out a new product from Indi Cosmetics. They have a color foundation called Face Base. This is the orange I'm using for this pumpkin look because I wanted to get a look and have some makeup that I can blend instead of constantly using my eyeshadows to compensate for the lack of blending between cream paints and especially water-based paints. So let's just go ahead and give it a try, and don't forget to subscribe, smash that button, because I am going to swatch and review the rest of them and hopefully create some more looks with them for the rest of October. So without further ado, let's get into the makeup. For the crown, I used some plastic leaves and I glued those into the center of the headband. Now these headbands you can find at the Dollar Tree. They come with the hole in the center, making it a little bit easier to make a design. And I just continued to glue some pieces together until I got the embellishments that I want for my pumpkin queen. Taking a spoolie and brushing my eyebrows up, making sure that they are flat against my face. I go in the opposite direction of their growth with a glue stick and then back into the direction of the growth. And once this is dried, and you'll have to do this 6 or 7 times, it depends on how thick your eyebrows are, then continue to give it a coat of concealer and some powder. With an eyeliner pencil, I begin to map out shapes along my face. At this time, try not to be too concerned about the actual sharpness of each line, because you're going to go through with some black paint and clean that up. So at this point, the indecision grips us all. Just go in and just go for it. After mapping out the shape on my nose, I go in and map out the shape above and below my lip area, and I drag this all the way over into the high part of the cheekbone, making sure that I have some squiggly lines and peaks at the very tip of each design. Using the Face Base foundation from Indi Cosmetics, this is the orange. I'm using my Narrative Cosmetics brushes today because they hold paint very well, and since this was my first time trying the foundation, I kept the orange foundation and everything else is water-based paints and some grease paints. I wanted to eliminate any other era, any other factor that was brand new, so I stuck with using only the orange for today. And let me just say right now that this foundation is absolutely fantastic. From the design of the bottle, from the opacity that can be built up, you can get as light or as heavy and saturated color as you want. It did not streak, it was smooth, it was able to come off my skin, it felt comfortable, it cleaned up out of my brushes. So absolutely, if you're interested in finding something that works for more blendability, this is the way to go. I absolutely love them, and I am looking forward to doing more looks later on. Continuing with the orange, I switch in and out of brushes because you want to use the right tool for the job. Smaller brushes to get into those little spaces is going to save you time and make the design precise. These are the Narrative Cosmetics brushes. It's their Essentials 1 kit. I have a link in the description in the box below. Please check out my other affiliate links. It helps support this channel if you purchase from those sites. I also have done the shopping for you to make sure that you save time and money. With some black water paint, I go through and I chisel out and darken the lines that I placed in my design. I darken the lines around my nose. Continuing with the black, I go over the outline around the mouth. I continue to add to this design by making sure that the brush moves up and trails off in each direction, just to give that little spooky jack-o'-lantern Halloween vibe. Are you a fan of horror pumpkin movies? I don't know if I have a favorite, but if you have a favorite, please list that in the comments below. Maybe I'll check them out. Have some new favorites this year. Water-based paints and cream paints tend to crack if you add so many layers to get it opaque. So what I try to do is add a layer, let it dry, and go back in with maybe one more coat. But in order to get that full opacity, I will use eyeshadow, and it does two things. It stops you from using more product, and it also sets it. So let that be something that might help you out if you find that you're struggling with water paints. We all go through it. They are streaky, and I wish now that I have done this with the Indi Cosmetics foundation. I really do, but I can't go back, and I had to push forward. So here we are, painting and letting it dry, and painting and letting it dry. For added texture and dimension, I go through and use a brown and put streaks in the areas that are stark with no design. So in between the black, around the eyes, around the temple, up around the nose, down into the chin, and around any area that I want more texture and drama. Using some yellow paint, I push up the design, pushing some of the parts of the features forward, giving it a highlight up under the eye and into the inside of the black, and also on the outside. This is going to add more texture. It's going to push the features forward, and it gives it more dimension. I did not have yellow, so I used white, and I just put yellow food coloring in it. So if you are struggling to find yellow, try that and see if it works for you. For some softer highlights, I'm using a yellow eyeshadow from ColourPop. This is just going to help the design not look so flat. Filling in my eyelid area, I go in with a liquid eyeliner. This is from Wet n Wild. It actually dries in a matte finish. I'm using black eyeshadow to set everything and make it more opaque. And for the next part of this look is the design of the collar, and I am sorry, I forgot to turn on my camera. It happens, it's been a long week, but I made the shape with the foundation. I then outlined it in black. I added brown for texture and yellow for highlights. Here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one today. It was a fun one to do. I absolutely love this new product, but don't forget to subscribe because I will be going over a swatch and review of all the color foundations. I picked up 10. You do not want to miss that. And if you'd like to see sneak peeks, behind the scenes footage, or vote on my next look, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those links are below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.